Hello everybody, I'm King 5 meteorologist Leah Pezzetti here with an extended look at your forecast. It is Thursday, March 6th, just after 6 p.m. this evening. It has been a beautiful day. I hope everybody got out and enjoyed the sunshine today. As expected, forecast verified, it has been spectacular out there. Let's take a couple live looks outside right now from Everett and Tacoma as of just after 6 p.m. We are seeing some lovely hues from the sunset out there. Pretty clear skies, Mount Rainier showing off, absolutely spectacular. Bellingham is stunning right now. Very vivid colors up to the north, crystal clear water like glass out there. It is stunning. Bellingham is sitting at 44 degrees as of just after 6 p.m. and now that that sun is setting, we are going to see temperatures cooling down fairly significantly here. And a couple big headlines. We've been talking about this, but we're going to continue to because we know this is what everybody looks forward to. As of yesterday, 6 p.m. sunsets are officially here. This weekend, we're going to spring forward, so our sunsets will be after 7 p.m. Then 2 weeks from today, March 20th, is the official spring equinox. So spring will officially begin 2 weeks from today. So we have a lot to look forward to. Today has been fairly clear. Satellite and radar showing a little bit of passing cloud coverage, mostly over our higher elevations, but overall it has been a clear sunny day. Temperatures actually were normal for this time of year, and they're going to stay normal into tomorrow. So actually, as we head into Friday to tomorrow, temperatures will be right on track with what we saw today. We will see fog forming in the morning, similar to what we saw today. Looks like the densest fog will be down around South Sound and throughout the Kitsap Peninsula. We could see some patchy fog elsewhere, but that's going to be where we're seeing most of that dominating. This is a look at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we could see visibility down to less than half and even less than a quarter of a mile in places like Bremerton and Kitsap Peninsula. Temperatures are going to be cold to start the day. Here's a look at our morning lows. Many of us will see lows in the 30s, in fact, even dropping below freezing in places like Olympia and Puyallup at freezing. And of course, our higher elevations, Stevens Pass, Snoqualmie Pass, Paradise, White Pass, all will see cold temperatures in the 20s and even into the teens. We'll see a nice warming into the afternoon, though, so a pretty significant warm up heading our way. That cloud coverage will dominate in the morning. We will get a little bit of clearing into the afternoon, but it won't be quite as sunny as what we felt today. Today was the clear skies. Tomorrow we'll see some passing clouds with those temperatures once again hitting the 50s. Temperatures will really not see a lot of change from what we saw today into tomorrow. So low 50s up to the north and then warming into the mid 50s the farther south you go. Over along the coast, we'll also see low 50s. Our higher elevation, Stevens Pass, barely getting above freezing, 35 degrees expected, but Snoqualmie Pass does look to hit the low 40s for tomorrow. A little bit warmer into the low to mid 50s as we head east of the mountains toward Leavenworth and Wenatchee as well. So pretty seasonal temperatures. We are going to see changes as far as cloud coverage is concerned, and that is a sign of what's to come this weekend as we bring back rain chances. So this is what we're waking up to in the cloud department Friday morning. Friday, 7:30 a.m., pretty widespread cloud coverage across western Washington. Some filtered sunlight into the foothills, it looks like, but overall it's going to be a cloudy start to the day. Into the afternoon, we will get a little bit of clearing for us. This is a look at 1 p.m. here. If we progress forward just a tiny bit into late afternoon, we'll get even more clearing at that point. So we actually will see the sun peek out tomorrow afternoon, and it will still be a really nice afternoon. But check out what's just off the coast. That disturbance is creeping toward western Washington this weekend, and that is going to bring rain chances back into the forecast this weekend. As we progress into Saturday, here's a look at Saturday morning, and as we're getting a closer look at these higher resolution models as we get closer to this weekend, it is looking like we're seeing that rain trending a little farther south than initially models were showing. So this is a look at Saturday morning, 8 a.m. here. This is going to be our best shot at rain dropping to the farthest south that it will go. So it actually does look like it could creep into South Sound. We could even see some rain getting closer to the Oregon border. And we actually also see a rain shadow that sets up. So areas north of Seattle may not get quite as much rain as areas like along the coast. Look at that, some moderate rainfall over for our coastal communities. I want to point you to the mountains as well. And look at the snow as we look at Saturday morning. We don't have a lot of moisture from central and into our southern Cascade, so it's going to be a lot harder for us to see those accumulations for our southern mountains. However, up to the north, where our moisture is, that's where we have a better shot at some snow. So we'll talk about snow more in just a moment, but first let's progress forward into Saturday afternoon. This is 4:30 p.m. here, and we see it lift up once again. So at this point, we're going to see it moving even farther to the north. So it's really just clipping western Washington. So our northernmost areas have a shot at rain into Saturday afternoon. We'll hold on to cloud coverage for the rest of us. So moral of the story for the weekend, Saturday, rain favors our morning hours and then lifts up into the afternoon and evening. As far as totals are concerned, this is a look at our expected precipitation into Saturday, and our colors aren't loading here. Let me see if I can get that to play out one more time, just because the colors, there we go, there are colors playing out. This is such a great indication of where we'll see those highest totals. We'll see highest totals really up to the north. A couple tenths of an inch are possible. Down to the south, but even that is probably on the higher side. We'll see our highest totals over along the coast, and even, you know what, let me get this to play out one more time for us and see if we can get it, because these colors over Quileute should indicate, should be a different color. Well, okay, so that graphic seems to have not be working super well right now, but that's okay. You get the idea. Higher totals up to the north. Oh, and our snow level graphic is not working, but we are going to see snow levels around the pass into this weekend, and then it actually drops down into next week. Speaking of snow, so let's talk about the snow now. Like I showed you, our moisture stays to the north. So this is Saturday snow totals. Our highest totals are going to be up for our northern Cascades. So Baker looks like we could see around half a foot of snow looks likely. I think 10 inches is on the higher side of projections, but 6 to 8 inches look likely for Baker. The rest of us, really not going to see too much. Stevens and southward, only up to about an inch of snow. So snow will favor our northern mountains for the start of the weekend. But then as we head into Sunday, this is a look at what's heading our way Sunday morning. We start to see that plume of moisture dropping down to the south, so we'll bring back rain chances into the equation Sunday morning. Then into Sunday evening is when it finally drops down and becomes widespread across western Washington. So that's when we'll see that widespread rain chance. And at that point, we'll bring more snow potential into the forecast for other mountains aside from our northern Cascades. As we progress into the week as well, here's a look at Monday evening. We see another disturbance moving in, and then we're really on tap for a fairly wet pattern. As we head into midweek, we see more rain chances heading our way. There's Wednesday, and then into Thursday and Friday as well. So overall, next week does look to be much more of a wet pattern, and we see that here with our 7-day forecast. One more reminder, Sunday we will be springing forward, so we'll see the sun setting 1 hour later. And temperatures next week with all that rain will also be cooling. So we'll actually be dropping snow levels down to around 1,500 feet at times next week, so well below past levels. So as we look forward to next week, that looks like a great time frame for us to really rack on those snow accumulations in our mountains, which is much needed at this point. We really haven't seen too much as far as snow, so this is going to be a great week for us for snow totals in the mountains, and of course that rain in the lowlands. So that does it for our extended forecast on this Thursday evening. Stay with the King 5 weather team all weekend long as we keep you up to date on the very latest.